Okay, it's roughly July 3rd, and today we're going to do something a little different. It's a day in the life of. Okay, first we start out by opening the greenhouse, kind of wandering in here, checking out a few things. So, this is a sweet tater that we're trying to root out. Today we're going to actually probably get those into planters. We also have, I started late so you didn't actually see this. We took some of the seedlings out that we have for later season, and we put them out. Now, we had a heavy rain last night, so some of these look a little watered down. Plus, we had one pretty heavy wind, but we start out by walking around, just a quick look through, see if there was any damage from the rain. Some of the stuff looks a little... Oh yeah, watch for dog poop too. Have a little bit of damage. So we'll see if we can get those straightened up. But overall, first blush, there's nothing too damaged in that. Next thing she does is she comes up and along this fence line, she puts bird seed up on the fence so that we get some birds around, hopefully the smaller ones. Well, there's one right there. A little chickadee on the fence, it looks like. But she does that. And then we do a more thorough walkthrough. Just in case we didn't see anything on the initial, we go through and, well, look. She's going through the cucumbers right now trying to see what she got. What were you saying about 11?
Where did we get a lemon cucumber? Did we not take a seed? I didn't think we planted those this year.
I have...
Because we thought they taste like crap.
Have no idea. Well, somebody's getting a lemon cucumber because we don't like them.
It's ready.
Here, let me get a little closer. This is called a lemon cucumber.
And it's probably 60% seed.
Yeah.
We didn't care for it.
There's a lot of seed in it, and not a lot of meat. It tastes okay.
It tastes stale.
But yeah, I don't know how that one got there. Hopefully it's just a deformed one, but not sure. We had a little discussion about whether or not to grow the black strawberry next year.
Make a decision once I can them. I'm going to make an Italian mix with them and can them. And we'll see how they taste.
Yeah, because we've only gotten to taste a couple of them. They're just kind of... I don't even know how to describe them. The skin is a little tough, but they weren't completely ripe yet, so we just kind of went with it. Oh, there was a bee there a second ago. All right, looking at the peppers, this is one of the chocolate sweets that we're growing. It's getting close. It's still fairly green. Oh, get out of the way on the bottom. So we're checking, see if there's anything that needs to be pulled off as far as ripe. She apologizes to Zero a lot. But things are growing fine. So we're kind of doing a walkthrough, looking for ripe fruit, looking for if there's any sort of pest damage or if an animal got through at night. What?
You're right.
Look, a white cucumber.
Mark's favorite cucumber.
Yes, my favorite. So we're just kind of looking around. We got a couple of Roma styles getting real close that we might have to pick. On that fourth bucket, it looks like there's a red one.
There's two.
Is there? We might have to pull those. So we just kind of like walk around, look.
Yeah, they're ready.
and then
Right on.
we pull off fruit if it's ripe. We do just a general look through. Here's some of the peppers that we're restarting.
Oh shit, we're gonna lose it.
And there's probably a problem with something over there. What do you got?
Oh, the 8-foot stem came unhooked.
So the wind was so bad it knocked it off of some of our clips that were keeping it to poles.
Sorry, Jackie.
Again, apologizing to bees.
No, that was the hummingbird.
Oh, Jackie? Sorry. Hummingbird. But what happened with the heavy wind is it kind of bent these clips, but we only have poles that are 6 foot, and that one
8 foot.
is almost 8 foot. So we got to figure out, we're probably going to end up topping that.
My limb, Jackie's stick.
That or we top it.
No, it's got buds.
Well, sometimes we sacrifice.
I'm under.
Uh-oh.
Do what I did last year.
What'd you do?
Oh,
What?
Okay. I'll have to put it in a bucket. It's tall enough.
See, we have this one stick that the hummingbird used to perch on. It looks like it's tall enough, but we may want to top the ones high above the...
Well, it already broke off, if you look. The wind broke it off. I'm going to get a bucket.
Well, we either top it or we throw something in there.
Alright, I'll have to get stuff.
She went through and the cucumbers are ready. But we just do a general walkthrough, look at things, see if we have to adjust.
Well, what you didn't show, I harvested.
Hold on, I'm getting over to the harvest.
Call me out anymore on that.
Oh, I'm just walking around looking. Trying to point you where I'm looking for things, you know, like this one here. It has flowers, but it has, I think, no fruit or one piece of fruit on it, which is a little disappointing. All right, I'm coming. Oh, yeah. And the lizard ate my blackberry that was almost ready. All right, what do you got so far?
Well, you call me out every week about my damn herbs.
Oh, yeah, I'll get to that one. That's what we've picked so far. But Grumpy there. Yeah, she's only had 1 cup of coffee. It's around noon. But Grumpy there went through and actually harvested. She made a whole bunch of sage, basil, oregano. So if you look at previous videos, these were a lot fuller. She went through and harvested. And we dehydrated them to make them into actual seasonings. But yeah, she really clipped back. This is the oregano. Used to be really full. Now it's at its growing stage again. She also, did you do any of the lemon basil? Yeah. Took a little bit off the lemon basil. You can kind of see where she just kind of nipped it off. But we throw it in the dehydrator and off it goes. Our dark basil is finally really starting to grow well. But that's what we do, is we just kind of walk around, see what's going on, seeing how we need to address things for the day. We won't need to have to water today because we had rain last night.
And this morning.
And this morning. And so we're just kind of looking at things. I noticed this morning that we actually got quite a few starts on the yellow squash.
I got zucchinis on everything. It's just a small stage. Won't get ready for next week.
Yeah, zucchinis are coming along. When she's also out here, she's looking to see if she has to fertilize or pollinate like that zucchini down there. I got it in the center of the screen. So when that flower, if that flower was open, we would be able to pollinate, but it's not. I think it's already been pollinated, not sure. But we try to help the zucchinis and yellow squash along by her lusty dust method. So basically, we just kind of check overnight if there was any damages, if there was any like pests that got in. Sayer, there's Zero. And then we make a plan for the day if we want to make any adjustments. We also kind of go over if it's time to feed them, if we're just staying in the watering phase. Do we need to use neem oil on them? Do we need to do the yeasting again? So we just kind of go through and see what we got. But that's kind of a day in the life. I really didn't show too much of the growth or anything. I just kind of walked around.
We haven't gone outside yet.
We haven't gone outside to the experimental. But yeah, we're still in the...
I can show the new things that saved us.
Oh yeah.
That saved...
After the video last week, we were looking at the cucumbers that were melting. So we made a little modification. You might have seen it. We put about a 3-foot shade cloth above the cucumbers.
And the gourds.
And outside in the experimental above the gourds against the fence. It's a 70% shading. So they still get sun, but it's only...
They're not getting that.
They're not getting the intense heat. It's getting them a little shade. And since we've done that, let me see if I can show you some of the cucumber.
They haven't
Up
melted.
underneath, they seem to really perk up and a lot more healthy because we had a couple of 90-degree days last week.
5.
And then this is the outside from underneath the shade. So you can see there's about a 8-10 inch gap from the edge of the shade to the outside of the cucumbers, and they're a little wilty, but underneath they've gone back to full status. All right, Zero, I'm moving. Please don't get mad.
Did you ever explain why we call the bumblebee zeros?
Bumblebees are called zeros.
Because they give no F.
Because they don't care. They just go to their flowers, and here's one right here. They just go and grab as much pollen as they can for their nest. And we can water around them, walk around them, and they don't care. So they give zero amount of caring when we're around. So we call them zeros. Stop it. So, oh yeah, she's got sunflower, and as you can tell, it's already being rated for its seeds, because we get a bird that sits right there on that ring and picks at it. Anyway, just wanted to give you a quick look-see and what we do. We're going to go out to the experimental garden in a bit, and we'll check that out. I don't know if it's going to be part of this video or not. I'll make up my mind when I head out there.
All right.
See you soon.